Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Riley's Couch. I'm your girl, Riley Ross, and I hope you guys all are enjoying your TGIF. I know I am. I've been binging on American Horror Story for the past week. Nobody told me that this show was this good. Like, I did not know that American Horror Story was this good. I was like left in the dark. But I'm almost finished with season 3, so I will be caught up for next week's episode. I did see some people live tweeting about it, so I had to get offline because I don't want y'all to spoil it for me. But I will be on with you guys next week on Wednesday for that episode. But anyway, let's jump into this week's topics and find out who landed up in Riley's hot seat this week. So, we're going to start off with some little disheartening news. If you haven't heard, word spread quickly Monday that legendary fashion designer Oscar De La Renta passed away. He was 82 years old. There's no word yet about how he passed away, but I'm sure in the upcoming weeks we will hear, of course, what happened to him. I just think, he was a great individual, a great fashion designer. He definitely left his mark in the fashion industry. And, of course, his memory will always be alive. And, of course, he has definitely influenced many designers in that industry. So, we just got to keep his memory alive and never forget. And I keep his family in prayers. Also, Joanne Borgella, a former American Idol contestant family, posted to her Facebook that she passed away from a rare form of cancer Saturday around 5:45 a.m. She was 32 years old, and I actually did not know who she was. I actually just saw a lot of her pictures and a lot of rest in peace on my timeline, so I decided to look it up, and I found out about who she was, and it was just really sad to see that cancer really sucks, and my prayers are definitely with her family at this very difficult time. And I just think from what I've seen about her, she just seemed really like good spirited, and she fought that good fight. It's just unfortunate, and I really keep her in my prayers. So now on to some other news. Lately, if you haven't seen it on Twitter, Tyga has been putting his label Young Money on blast via social media due to them not giving him a release date for the Gold album, The 18th Dynasty, and he threatened them that he would leak it. So he did an interview with Vibe magazine where he just dishes on all his dirt. He talks about his relationship with Black China, the relationship between him and Kylie Jenner, his friendship with Chris Brown, how he doesn't like Drake because he says he's fake, and isn't cool with Nicki Minaj. But that's neither here nor there. What stood out to me was a comment he made that was brought to my attention by celebrity blogger Nicole Kane on Instagram. So this is what he had to say. Also, what I realized is black women don't have a lot of role models as far as other black women. On some real there's black women that don't look up to Oprah or Michelle Obama because they're looking at Instagram, they're looking at VH1. I think that's what the real problem is. It's no real black female role models. As a black man, we have a lot of role models like looking at Diddy, Russell Simmons, Jay-Z, Kanye, Tupac. Those are people who we can super relate to. So it's easier for men. Well, Mr. Tyga, I have some news for you. That's not actually necessarily true. And let me give you the rundown. Just a little tip of the iceberg. We have people like Maya Angelou, Michelle Obama, Cicely Tyson, Ruby Dee, Eartha Kitt, Josephine Baker, Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, Billie Holiday, Nina Simone, Kathleen Battle, Raven Simone, Ella Baker, Gabby Douglas, Kerry Washington, Angela Bassett, Holly Berry, Tyra Banks, Queen Latifah, Beyonce, Misty Copeland, Viola Davis, Tracy Ellis Ross, Keke Palmer, Shonda Rhimes, Oprah, Serena and Venus Williams, Alex L., Tamron Hall, Carla Hall, Angela Simmons, Monet Davis, Tatiana Ward, Taryn Guy, Ty Alexander, Lisa Price, Lupita, Jada Pinkett, Debbie Allen, Felicia Rashad, Diana Ross, Whoopi Goldberg, Samira Wiley, Danielle Brooks, Uzo Aduba, Octavia Spencer, Tiara Monet, Michaela DePrince, Karen Civil, Nicole Kane. But they don't have to necessarily be celebrities. On TV, they could be a family member, someone from school, or your community. Someone like your mother, a grandmother, sister, an aunt, a cousin, a neighbor, a teacher, a worker at an after school program who may have helped you, that you connect with, that you trust, or even someone as simple as a best friend. You have people like Ursula Burns, the first black woman CEO to head a Fortune 500 company of Xerox. You have a Harvard and MIT educated economist, Ngozi Okonjo, received her second appointment as the finance minister of Nigeria, becoming the first woman to hold the position. Rosalind Brewer, promotion to the CEO position of Sam's Club in 2012, made her the first woman and African American to lead a Walmart division. And you have Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who became Africa's first female head of state in 2006. She also was the former World Bank officer and was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize in 2011. So, you can look up all these women that I've named, and that's not even half of the black female role models that are out there. I just believe, I don't understand how you came to that conclusion. Some of these women have even made the Forbes most powerful black women list. So I just don't understand how you can make such an ignorant statement because you choose to limit your knowledge of the black black female role models that are out there. Who are you to, say something like that? Just because they're not celebrities in mainstream media and they're making a difference doesn't mean that they are making a difference, paving the way and opening up doors every day for women of color like me. These are just a small portion of strong, black, educated women who have and are making a difference, fighting and defeating adversities every single day. So how dare you make that kind of thoughtless comment and undermine the progress that women have made throughout this society? If you do your research on the impact of black women, and surely you'll learn something about the history of women, not only what they've done throughout history, but also what they're doing in society today. Here's a little history lesson for you, Tyga. So, in some other news, we have Russian Tennis Federation president and member of the International Olympic Committee, Shamil, who I don't know how to say his last name, Tarpshev, something like that, went on a late night TV show and referred to the Williams sisters as the Williams brothers, and he said he thought they were frightening to look at. Well, of course, outspoken Serena Williams spoke up and released this statement. I thought they were very insensitive and extremely sexist, as well as racist at the same time. I thought they were, in a way, bullying. I just wasn't very happy with his comments. I think a lot of people weren't happy as well. And shortly after, the Women's Tennis Association, who don't play that, they took immediate action. So Shamil is suspended for 1 year, and he's fined $25,000, which is the maximum allowed. Good job to the WTA. And the WTA tour chairman and CEO Stacey Alister had this to say. The statements made by Shamil, whatever his last name is, on Russian television with respect to two of the greatest athletes in the history of women's tennis are insulting, demeaning, and have absolutely no place in our sport. Mr. Shamil's statements questioning their genders tarnish our great game and two of our champions. His derogatory remarks deserve to be condemned, and he will be sanctioned, which they did. So Shamil gave his apology, which was so great. I am sorry that the joke, which was translated into English out of its context of a comedy show, drew so much attention. I don't think the situation is worth all the hoopla because those words were said without malice. Bullsh. And he could save his little half apology because don't nobody want to hear that. So on to the next. In better news, it's been reported that B and J renewed their vows. That's so lovely, seeing that there were so many rumors that they were having trouble in their marriage. But honestly, I think it was just because they were on tour, and it was just, promotion for the theme of the tour, which, I love them, and I'm so happy for them. I'm just waiting for them to pop out another baby, but in due time. We also heard that Tyrese and Sanna Lathan are rumored to be dating. Well, according to TMZ, they were spotted on a date last night, and it's not the first time the two have been spotted out and about together. And Sanna also took to Instagram and posted a picture of herself at Tyrese's house. But it doesn't necessarily mean they're together, though. They could just be, spending time together, preparing for their next movie roles or something. Yeah. So now on to the music. So last week I talked to you guys about an artist named Jessie Ware. If you don't know who she is, look her up. But she has a song on her album which recently dropped called Kind of, Sometimes Maybe. And she did a remix with one of the best rappers out, J. Cole. And I absolutely love it. And if you haven't heard it, you need to go on SoundCloud and make sure you guys look that up. Mary J. Blige, who has been dropping single after single, dropped a video for her upcoming album, which is due out December 2nd, which is called The London Sessions, and the song is called Right Now. So you guys make sure you keep your eyes open for that. Drake dropped a song called How About Now, which I am absolutely enjoying. And Jagged Edge, one of our favorite groups, dropped a new song called Future, and it is their new single. If you don't know, they have an album getting ready to drop October 7th, so you guys make sure you head over to Google and type that Jagged Edge Future in and check that song out. Meek Mill, who is still behind bars from the last time I've checked, that doesn't stop him from releasing music. He released a new track called F You Mean, featuring Boosie. And Tamar, who I also talked to you guys about last week, finally released the visual for her song Let Me Know, featuring Future. And if you don't know, her show is back on, Tamar and Vince Show. It premiered last night. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you catch up on that as well. And last but not least, Jamie Foxx. Yep, Jamie Foxx released his second single, actually, called Ain't My Fault. You guys make sure you check that out. He also released another single before then. I can't remember the name of it. I did listen to it. I really wasn't feeling it. I don't know. But I don't think that song really took off too well. So, he put something else out there. You guys make sure you check it out. And one more thing. After 11 years, excuse me, after her last studio album, MC Lyte drops new video with Common called Dear John, which is the first single from her upcoming album that is set to be released sometime next year. The song will also serve as an anthem for her project, Educate Our Men, through the promotion of her Hip Hop Sisters Foundation scholarship. So you guys check that music out. This is, just in time, especially with all that's going on in the world with the killings and, just black role models as well. There are role models out here, guys. You just have to open your eyes, and they're everywhere. They don't have to be celebrities. They don't have to be people on TV and socialites. They can be someone sitting right in your house, like your dad, an older brother, maybe a younger brother. Look up to someone that's positive and doing their thing. So this week, you know what time it is. It's time to talk that talk. And the topic for today is men who hold their women down. Yeah. So I've just really been intrigued with Remy Ma since she's been home, and her relationship with Papoose. I just absolutely love the way he just holds it down for her. He's like always by her side, and he supports her like nothing. Like I've never seen, there's guys out here in relationships who really, support their women, but the way it's showcased with them two is just unbelievable. Like you can tell, like he's so in love with her. Like he really, really loves her. Like it's rare to see a female go to jail or to prison and be locked down for years, and to have that same guy waiting for her when she comes home, who goes and visit her, put money on her books, take care of the house, take care of the kids, feed the dog. Like, it's usually women who do things like this. So it's just refreshing to see a guy who is just like all about his woman and making sure that no matter the circumstances, he always got her back. And like most women want a man like that. You want that guy that's just in your corner and not afraid to let you shine when it's your time to, and just support her. And that's important because it shows your loyalty, and it shows that you're really in it, like it's teamwork. And he's not afraid to let Remy Ma shine. Like, recently in the news, it's been said that Nicki Minaj and Safari, her rumored boyfriend for like the past decade, are, splitting, and he got like his tattoos on his chest of her covered up and all. It's rumored because that he wants to, he's in her shadow pretty much. Like he wants to get his own thing going, and I guess maybe he feels like he can't because it's always about Nicki. But at the end of the day, this is what you were signing up for. Believe it or not, like I feel like, I'm in a relationship. If I'm doing this, that, and the other thing, it's a possibility. Things are going to take off. And you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay if I'm going to be bringing in more than you. Like I just want, to make sure that you're secure and our relationship is secure. And I feel like when I look at them, Papoose there's no, he hold her down. It's like he not worried about nothing because he know they good, and that's that kind of ideal relationship that people want and long for, whether it's in a spotlight or not. No matter what kind of jobs you have or whatever your circumstances are, you just want somebody to be there for you. Like at the end of the day, when you go home, you know that what y'all got is real, and it's not a front for the cameras. Like I see that with them too. And I actually had the opportunity to work around them and take pictures of Remy during an interview, and Papoose was like right there. Like, of course, he gave her space, and she did her thing, and afterwards, they took pictures together, and it's just refreshing, like I said earlier. And I think a lot of men should do that. Like, you should never have your girl, out here looking crazy. You know that it's only her. And your girl should feel secure, just as you should feel secure in a relationship, that it's only y'all two. You don't have like nobody on the side, and this girl coming up to her out of the blue talking crazy, getting bucked. You might have to slide her. Like your girl should never have to worry about that. If anything, other women should be jealous of her because of how you treat her and how you make her that number one woman. So I just wanted, that was my topic for this week. That's what I wanted to talk about. And I just think, a lot of men should, do stuff like that. Because it's, like I said, women are usually ones who hold their man down and they're waiting for him. And, even if he's not behind bars, just like that kind of situation where it's some distance or whatever, like, you should always hold each other down. And men, they just don't do it like women do. So to see that from a man's point is just like, it's dope to me anyway. So, if you feel that way, somebody like that, let me know, comment. And yeah, so you guys, of course I'm going to end it as I always do. And I have a quote for you guys. And here it is. If you continuously compete with others, you become bitter. If you continuously compete with yourself, you become better. So you guys all enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys next week. And I'm out. Peace.